Explain what's happened. Your clinic's open. That's when we spoke to you. Then it's closed. Then it's reopened.
Mm-hmm. We've had really 18 months of what oftentimes feels like whiplash, where we've been open, closed, and it's really been a challenge not only for the women in the community to kind of know what they can count on and where they can go to get services, but it's been challenging for my staff to really have such an unstable kind of environment in which to answer the questions from women in the community about where they can go and what care they can get. So we were open in McAllen, and then we closed in March, and then we were able to reopen once we got that injunction, but it was just for a month. And now we're reopened again. We're starting to schedule patients again tomorrow. And so we're hopeful that this injunction will protect us and the court will recognize the undue burden that women in the Valley are facing.
And Amy, could you also talk about your response to the Supreme Court decision when you initially heard?
Yeah, it was, one of the first times, I think, in the last 18 months that I really kind of let out a little shout of joy. It was surprising, mainly surprising because both Kennedy and Roberts ruled in our favor. And I think in our case, we've really clearly demonstrated that this law has nothing to do with, anything medical based on medical facts, that there's politics involved here, and that the admitting privileges and the ambulatory surgical center requirements simply combine together to really close clinics down. And that access to safe, compassionate abortion care improves the lives and the health of women all over the state. And so I'm encouraged that we've gotten this injunction from the Supreme Court, and I'm encouraged that it will protect us for a while so we can be available to the women in the state.
In a memo to the Supreme Court defending the anti-choice law, the Texas Attorney General, Greg Abbott, who's running for governor, and his colleagues wrote, quote, "It is undisputed that the vast majority of Texas residents, more than 83%, still live within comfortable driving distance, 150 miles, of an HB2 compliant abortion provider," unquote. For those in more remote areas, Abbott wrote, abortion can be accessed by driving approximately 230 to 250 miles, an inconvenience, but still a manageable one. Again, Abbott is running for governor against Texas State Senator Wendy Davis, who opposed the anti-choice bill in an 11-hour filibuster last summer. Amy Hagstrom-Miller, your response.
I think there's over 1 million women of reproductive age who live more than 250 miles from a clinic. Texas is a very large state, both by population and by geography. And so for him to sort of swipe those women under the rug as though they don't matter is really telling to how he's going to approach the governing of women in rural areas in the community, women who are left behind without health care coverage, and women who really need our advocacy the most.